Hello friends, and welcome back to our little coffee club. You know, recently when I started recording videos and showcasing this beautiful little glass or cup from notNeutral, this is their amber color in the lineup. This is the size to make cortados. One thing I want to say before I forget. Somewhere here in the video, I will include the weight of these glasses and cups, the dry weight, and also how many milliliters they each hold. Okay, so I'll give you the weight in grams, and then I'll tell you how many mLs for each cup. Now, just before I started, I weighed them. I weighed them dry, and I weighed them with water inside of them so I could get you a measurement. Now, although I was very careful taking my measurements, something told me that maybe I had made a mistake because it just doesn't seem possible. But, I'm not sure where I will include this information on the video. Maybe I'll do it right here. But, somehow when I took the measurements, the shot glass holds more content than the cortado glass. Like, that doesn't seem real. Like, this one actually fits in the other one. Like, how is that possible? I know in part is how much glass there is at the bottom of this, and it's part of the enchantment of this glass. And I have told you guys before the weight of it, the heft of it, and just like look at all that glass on the bottom. It's just beautiful. This one has quite a bit as well, but not as much. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna obviously I wish I would have known by now of the beginning of the video. But since I think maybe I made a mistake because it just doesn't seem, and I didn't, I had already dried them and I was ready to start. I'm not gonna start doing that whole process again. So I'll have to do it later, and I'm not gonna know as I'm telling you, but maybe we'll do it right here. So I will give you the dry weight and how many milliliters. And now the measurement is all the way until just before it spills over. Okay, so if you have any foam, if you're gonna leave any gap from the top, remember you have to subtract from that measurement. So the measurement I'm giving you is all the way with water, all the way to the top to just before it spills over. Okay, so this one here is what they call the amethyst color. This is the cappuccino size, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is from the Vero lineup. Okay, this one here this is the one I fell in love with. Okay, I have a pair of these. And this one is the cortado size. This one they call amber, again from the Vero lineup. This is the shot glass, and this is the unbelievable one that it actually, I think it holds more liquid than this one. So I don't know, but you will see here, I will give you how much this little glass or little cup weighs empty and how much milliliters fit in it. Again, all the measurements are all the way flush with water, all the way flush until just before they spill over, okay? So this is the shot glass, and it's in clear, obviously. And now these beautiful little ceramic cups, you can get them with the saucers. They come in different colors, and this they call the lino line, okay, the ceramic. Today we'll make our, something curious that happened is that it seems like the amount of fluid that these hold falls somewhere in the middle between a cappuccino and a cortado. Is there a drink in the middle between cappuccino and cortado? I'm not sure. But if there is, probably that's where you want to use this one for. Today, whatever that happens to be, I'm going to make my drink with this one here, which I haven't featured yet. Now, in the beginning, when I started this clip, I started to talk about, when I originally purchased my cortado glasses, these here, that was right after I had come back from California, and I had gone to a coffee shop in Old Town, downtown Fresno, and it's called Cup of Joy, and they served me a cortado in one of these little glasses. And I immediately fell in love with this one. Just the color, the weight of it. And in part was, the setting, the coffee shop itself, the drink, everything came together to give me a great experience. And then as soon as I got back from the trip, I bought a pair. After that, notNeutral sent me these for free to review and to enjoy here with you guys. So as of yet, I still have not featured this one. Today we'll do that. You know, when I first talked about these glasses in that video, the one from when I just had gotten back from California and I had visited Cup of Joy, that video, I really love that video, the way it turned out. To me, it's one of my favorite ones that I've made so far. I was so enthusiastic about these cups, and it came out like if it would have been a commercial, and that was not at all. It was a very natural reaction and not planned at all. It's just the way it happened. I was so excited about them, and to share it with you guys, plus the trip and other things that we talked about on that video, which to me was just awesome. I loved it. But yeah, this video, if you want to call this one more like a commercial, then I understand. I'm with you on that. This one's intended more in that way. Okay, I want to feature these cups and glasses and share this with you guys here, give you a little bit information as to notNeutral and some of the things they do. They do a lot of collaborations with artists, and the artists help to design the cups. They'll paint them, or you got to look on their website. Check out their website. They always have something going on with some kind of artist. They have like little vessels, like a vase or vase to hold flowers. I wish they would send me some of those. As you know, I always like to keep something on the counter, some kind of flower, something to give it some color and to give you guys something visually stimulating in the background. So if they were to send me some of those, I would gladly receive them and show them here on the channel all the time. But I can't expect that. But hey, I wasn't expecting this either, and I received them. So I'm very thankful to notNeutral. Thank you guys. If you happen to see this video, thank you for sharing this with me, and for allowing me to share it with my viewers, which is, it's not a whole bunch. So the fact that you guys took notice on my little channel, I really, really appreciate it. Okay, you know what? Without further ado, let's get right into it. I can't wait to make my coffee, actually. And the reason why I have the box from Big Face up here is because I think it was the very last video I recorded where I pulled an espresso with this coffee, and it was fabulous. I mean, as espresso, it lived up to what I was expecting and didn't get from pour over. So everything I did not receive from this box of coffee from Big Face, I got it as espresso. So I think on that video, I told you guys that the rest of this, I'll probably just make it as espresso, because it made a wonderful espresso. Today, of course, after I pull the shot, I always taste it and see how it came out. And then we'll mix it with some milk and turn it into whatever size this is. That's what it's gonna be today. The latte art, well, we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, thank you guys for spending the time here with me today. I'm pretty pumped for this video. I don't know why. I should be extremely tired. I just did 2 hours of exercise, but man, I'm pumped. So let's take it over to the other counter and pull whatever size this is, which is somewhere between a cortado and a cappuccino. All right, so we are showcasing once again the coffee from Big Face. Now, I was a bit disappointed when I, made it as pour over, and when I first reviewed it, because I expected so much from it. And then, you know, I was somewhat let down. Maybe it's better than what I let on to believe on the video, but it was a bit underwhelming. But now, as espresso, oh, completely different story. It made a spectacular espresso, especially for those of you that are big fans of the new wave type style of coffee. You know, a lot of brightness, a lot of acidity. And yeah, when, you know, and you know, it was well balanced. It was very well balanced. I had a lot of sweetness along to go along with all the acidity and brightness. And it was perfect. To me, it was perfectly balanced as a straight espresso. This is just fabulous. Now, with milk, well, we're gonna find out today. So you guys know that for milk, I don't really need acidity. I don't need all that brightness in my milk drinks. But every now and then, I've been surprised by some of the coffees. Especially, you know, I remember, for example, the one from Cappuccino, which had nice brightness and acidity, but it was, again, with milk, it was great. It was a great espresso for milk drinks. And yeah, we'll see how this one turns out today. Again, we'll taste the espresso first and see how it turns out. But here you go again, once again, the beautiful packaging that you get from Big Face. Now, according to Tate and I, we believe that Big Face is doing some kind of collaboration with Onyx, and it shows the quality in the packaging and the quality of the coffee were top notch. The experience at the coffee shop itself, again, also was a great experience. So, all right, so let's dose out 18 grams. The espresso is up to temperature. As a matter of fact, it already timed out on me because I've been chit-chatting so much. So yeah, today, you know, it's more intended. Today is more like a commercial for my beautiful notNeutral lineup. So check them out. Check them out on Amazon. Check them out on their website and maybe pick something up from them. Great company. And again, beautiful products. So, man, enough said about that. All right, let's weigh our 18 grams and get this show on the road. You know, the other morning, I almost recorded the calibration of the niche duo. I still haven't done it, believe it or not. And it's, you know, it's not that difficult. It's not like it's hard to do or anything. I just, again, from one project to the next, man, I've been nonstop. I've been, you know, I've given you guys a couple little extra videos that the things I did with Jay, and they just take up a lot of time. And then, you know, during the holidays, there were so many days that I was not home and I wasn't able to record anything, so I kind of fell behind, and I've been catching up. So, but anyway, I've been giving you something every single Sunday now for more than 3 years. All right, let's lock focus and let's weigh out our 18 grams. Man, the reason I think I'm so pumped up is because I can't wait to eat something. So I'm gonna get to have a little bit of coffee and milk. I'm so hungry. And I'm really looking forward to this shot of espresso. And wow, this is gonna be special. This is gonna be, I feel it in my bones, man. This is gonna be good. All right, here we go. All right, 18.1. Well, between 18.1 and 18.2. Let's take out one bean and see what happens. They're pretty small beans, so. All right, now it's steady at 18, so we should be right at 18. Let's go with that. All right, let's grind it. We're gonna go with the 0. I tweaked it just a little bit. I think last time we were somewhere around, I think 13 and a half. I went down by like a quarter. So now we're like at 13 1/4. Okay, so that's our setting for the 0. And again, those little tweaks, I find them to help as the coffee ages. Usually I have to find a little bit finer and finer. The last shot was spectacular. I'm looking for, again, like a 55-second shot, maybe like 25-second pre-infusion and 30-second at 9 bars, something like that should be ideal. I mean, last one was spectacular. So let's see what we get today. All right, there you see the roast level once again. Again, we're just over 13. You can see there, we're just over 13. And yeah, let's grind this. All right, we had a couple of beans fighting. Started one more time just to make sure everything went through. Couple taps to the spout. Let's see if we got our 18 grams. And 17.9, we're off by a 0.1. We're gonna roll with that. All right, so let's get the scale out of the way. Start as usual, just fluff it up a little bit. Perfect. Do some WDT. Okay, everything looks nice and even. We should have even density everywhere there in the puck. All right, today we're gonna tamp with passato, and we're gonna do the Italian style once again. We did this last time, worked perfectly, but again, almost no pressure, just right, just kind of level it off, make sure it's as even as you can make it. It feels like it's even there. We've been experimenting in the last couple videos with this tamping style where you don't press. You know, a lot of people believe about that 30 grams of pressure, or I'm sorry, 30 pounds of pressure, or maybe 20 pounds of pressure, or whatever. You know, as long as you keep it consistent, I think we'll be okay. But now, you know, we are looking to see if we have any channeling. It looks like the amount of pressure the machine will build, it's pretty much the same whether you tamp hard or you tamp soft. That's been, so far, it's been very clear that that's what happens. But, you know, with channeling, there's a little bit questionable, because one of the times that we tamped like this, we had a little bit of channeling around the side, and maybe because we're not squishing that puck enough to, you know, where it presses down, maybe it's more likely to have channeling. I don't know, but we'll see. We're gonna keep playing around with this, and sometimes tamp regular, sometimes tamp lightly like this. And okay, so now we come in with our puck screen. Let me check. Yeah, this looks perfectly nice and level. Let's lock in and pull the shot. All right, first we're gonna start by warming up the cup. Since I didn't have it up in the cup warmer, I'm just gonna put some pretty much boiling water and let the cup warm up. Okay, so we have let's put the paddle at 5 o'clock. Get rid of this water, and in a second, I'll get the scale up here and get things going. All right, I should have the cameras running. We're back to our normal angles. Let's, we're gonna go with the Akaya today. I want you to get a good view of the extraction from the bottom. And again, the beautiful lino ceramic cups from notNeutral. All right, and here we go. Again, we're gonna shoot for maybe 25 seconds pre-infusion, but if we get more than 2 grams in the cup, then I'll have to ramp up. Wow, something happened. All right, I didn't talk through the whole entire process. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use this clip, but I do want to keep recording just so that we could have this on record. Something very strange happened. I started to pull the shot and it took way longer. Let me stop one of the cameras. But it took way longer than normal for the pressure to show on the gauge. I'm not sure what that could be all about. Then all of a sudden, instead of building up slowly like it usually happens when I have it at 5 o'clock, it just jumped up. It jumped up and it went all the way up. I don't even remember ever switching it from 5 o'clock. It just stayed there at 5. Wow, very, very odd. First time I get something like this. And I don't know. Could it have been a little bit of scale? Maybe got caught somewhere. That's right now what I'm thinking. Anyway, let's taste the shot and see if it tastes any good. But right now I'm thinking I'm gonna have to pull another one. Wow, very odd. Oh man. All right, we're just gonna keep recording because you guys always get to see everything that happens. The shot is very ugly looking. You know what? Let me show it to you guys. But yeah, it's not lovely. Let me get the camera that's shooting from the top. Okay, I have it zoomed in, so that's why. There we go. Okay, now it's focused. I have it zoomed in, but anyway, that's what it looks like. It's not very appealing. Let me put it back on the tripod. Man, well, what are you gonna do? You know, sometimes things don't work exactly like you want them to. All right, let me taste this. You know, it's a good shot. It's not bad. I don't even know about the timing or anything. It's not as good as the last one. It's not as good as the last one, but I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna drink this and then, you know, let me taste it again. Yeah, that's good. That's too good to throw away. I don't even know what the timing was, and I really don't know what was going on with the machine. Let's just run it. Let's see what happens. Wow, very odd. Well, it's flushing just fine. Flow control is working just fine. You know, on my machine, when you go all the way to the left, it just shuts off completely. And you start getting some drips as soon as you start opening it. And it did do that. That's fully open. It seems to be working just right, just fine. So, okay, my guess right now is that maybe there was a tiny little bit of scale that somehow got into the system and clogged up where the needle is at. And then as soon as there was enough pressure behind it, it just pushed it through and pushed it out. And that was it. But wow, very odd. That's what I'm going with. Let me drink this coffee. I might just have the straight shot. I might turn it into an Americano. Last time the Americano was spectacular, but the shot is great. Wow. I think I'm just gonna drink it like that. All right, let me stop this clip. Let me set everything back up and we're gonna pull another shot. All right, we are all set up. Everything's ready to pull another shot and try this again. You know, when I saw the way the machine was acting, I was kind of like, what's going on? And I just didn't talk anymore. And until the process finished, I was able to get, you know, I'm sure by now you guys saw, or for sure you guys saw, but I don't even remember right now as to like how many grams I got out, but I think that was pretty much right on what I wanted, 45 grams. In the timing, I have a feeling it was probably like what we were shooting for. Now, why did the whole thing with the pressure happen? Again, my best bet as of right now is going with that maybe like a little piece of scale got caught like where the water's coming out to the needle and clogged it up for a couple seconds until the pressure behind it just pushed it out. So that's what I'm going with. So we are between 18 and 18.1. Let's grind it again, see if we get retention and pull another shot. All right, let's see, 18 in, well, 18.1, and again, 18.1, exactly what we put in, we got out. So let's roll with this. You know, the shot, regardless, the shot was very good, very, very good. That coffee is definitely better for espresso than for filtered coffee, at least in my opinion. And as filtered, I was never, you know, the best brew from it was on the AeroPress. Again, when I get one of those coffees that's just not giving me a lot of flavor, a lot of anything like really great, I go to the AeroPress, and that always seems to pull a little bit more out, and a lot of times it's the best result. So I guess that's a win for the AeroPress. All right. Everything's hot again. I rinsed everything out. All right, so now, I don't know how I feel about admitting this to you guys, but you guys get to hear everything here. You know, I don't hide anything from you guys. But, you know, remember when I recorded the whole backflush and the whole thing about backflushing the machine and cleaning? I've never done that again. It's been like, I don't know, like a year and a half probably. That was the only backflush, the one I filmed. It's the only backflush, especially with detergent. That's the only backflush I've done. So, you know, I should have done them maybe without detergent, at least the way Carrie does every time. All right, let me keep going, or the people are gonna get triggered. But, you know, maybe maybe I need to backflush. Wow, that's pretty bad, right, guys? I mean, like a year and a half without doing a backflush. All right, when you do it with detergent, okay, here's what I meant to do, but I've forgotten the last couple times. I want to do a backflush with detergent just before doing another lubrication, because the backflush with detergent strips the grease from the lever thing, and then you have to do the lubrication. So the next time I'm gonna lubricate, I will backflush with detergent, do a real nice cleaning, real nice backflush on the machine. Then I'll go ahead, take this out, do the lubrication, put it all back together, and do that kind of maintenance. Yeah, I meant to do it the last time that I that I did the lubrication. You know, the lubrication I've done like 3 times now, like 3 or 4 times now. But the backflush only the one time. I hate to admit that to you guys, but it's the truth. Oh man, I know now I'm gonna be in trouble in the comments. But oh well, you guys find out everything, man. It is what it is. You know, that's why my water, like the water I was gonna use in the espresso machine, I didn't want to get that too complicated either. So that's why I do it the way I do it with the triple filtering. I think that's good enough. Like, you know, making my own water and all that stuff, man, that's too complicated. I don't want to get into all that. Now, I would like to do it like for comparison reasons, like buy the packets and maybe try it to see if I taste any difference, because maybe then it'll be worth it. But just for the sake of like the scale thing, now I'll worry about that when I have to worry about that. All right, we're gonna do the same exact process. Just kind of lightly press this down. Get it nice and even. All right, now as far as puck prep, I mean, that's beautiful. Look at that. All right, so let me check. Oh, super even. Nice. Let's lock in. Let's do it again, man. I have a feeling this time everything's gonna go according to plan. But wow, who knows? All right, let's lock in and pull another shot. All right, I got all the cameras running, and here we go, man. All right, let's start the Akaya. Let's see if this goes according to plan here. Okay, the cup is nice and hot. One thing about this cup that I noticed is that you do get quite a bit more splashing going on than with, oh, let me turn this a little bit so the handle's coming out in the shot from the bottom. That's better, okay. So, all right, so we're ready to go now. We should start seeing the pressure building up by 9 seconds. That never fails, it's always like that. 9 seconds, the pressure comes in. and it should go up nice and slow, okay? And it allow me to cut it at between 2 and 3 bar for like the first 25 seconds of the shot, and then I ramp up to 9 bars, nice and slow, under control, and we get our 45 grams out. That's the plan. Now let's see what happens. Here we go. Okay, right now we should start seeing the pressure, and there it is. Okay, cut it at between 2 and 2.5. Okay, I'm over the 2 grams, so I'm gonna have to ramp up. Maybe I have to, the grind size maybe has to be a little bit finer, maybe. I tweaked it very little from last time. But now we look for our 45 grams out. Hopefully it'll be like a 50-second shot at least overall. So over here we should see 50 seconds on the machine. Okay, I'm at 45.4 grams, 30 seconds since first drip, 40 seconds overall. And just like I suspected, grind size was a little bit too coarse. So we need to, maybe the next shot, pull like a 12.5, maybe try 12.5 and see what we get, maybe even 12. Yeah, maybe I'll go to 12. So, cause I'm almost at 13, so just go 1 notch, should be like 5 seconds, maybe even less than 12. I don't know. I don't know, I'm second guessing myself. All right, anyway, let's get the scale out of the way, stop one of the cameras. Yeah, definitely there's more splashing with this cup than with the little shot glass, the Vero one. Let's give it a stir and then taste it and see if it's better or the same or what's going on as far as flavor. I would say it's about the same. You know, it's about the same. Now, is it as good as the very first one we pulled? No. The first one was better than this one and better than the previous one to this one. So, again, we're gonna have to go with maybe, well, I'm thinking even, you know what? Maybe go to 12. You know, maybe on the next one, just try doing the regular tamping. Maybe my regular tamping, no, but the first shot, I think we tamped like this. You know, right now, I'm not sure what to say, guys. Why the difference, why the, you know, I'm sure I'll find out from you guys from the comments. So, but the shot is good. The first shot was good. This one's good as well. So, you know, let's steam some milk and put my drink together. Give me a second.
Once again, love. Yeah, we said some things we didn't mean, honey. I always start the fight and you put the fire out. I always say too much and I get jealous. I never hear you out and that is selfish. I always start the fight and you put the fire out. I'm sorry for the way we left things, I know you're hurting. I didn't mean to start a war, I'm still learning how to talk about my feelings. You know it gets hard sometimes. Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out how to give my only you. If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be still. Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out how to keep my only you. If you give me one more try, I might just realize that it will always be us two. Always keep my guard up and I'm sorry. I built my walls so high you couldn't climb them. But you're not the one to blame, I know this is all on me. I'm sorry for the way we left things, I know you're hurting. I didn't mean to start a war, I'm still learning how to talk about my feelings. You know it gets hard sometimes. Maybe I just need some time, some space to figure out.
All right, there you have it. Latte art is pretty nice today, I gotta say. It's pretty nice. I wish there would be more contrast, but again, this you know, this cup allows for a little bit more milk, so I'm sure it could be done right. I just but anyway, the heart is pretty symmetrical. I did a fairly good job with this today, and you know, if I went to a coffee shop and was served this, I wouldn't be upset. So let's give it a taste. Okay, maybe I should lock the focus up here because I see it's too low. Let me see. All right, how about that? All right, let's taste it. Let's see what this is like. Well, you know, now I can really like see the difference between you know, the cortado and this. This has got just a little bit more milk, but it's enough to diffuse that strong coffee flavor. You know, definitely the cortado, maybe it's the way to go. I used to love cappuccinos. That's what I always made. But now, you know, if it had my teaspoon of sugar, it'd be spot on, because then it's like a sweeter, and you know, the fact that it doesn't have all that, the coffee greatness, you know, you can overlook that because the sweetness is just like a treat, you know, it's so awesome. Okay, the texture of the milk is spot on. You know, this is one of those things that I've never talked about it with you guys. Never talked about it, but here it is. Okay, I've been mentally having an experiment that between like, you know, fat-free milk, 1% and 2%. Today is 2%. I have to say 2%. I hate to admit it, but it works better for latte art, for flavor, for everything. You know, the 1%, yeah, you can get somewhat there. And the skim milk, don't even try it. Don't try fat-free. It just doesn't work well at all with these milk drinks. And, you know, I see it, why people, I never buy whole milk. So I don't think you'll ever see whole milk on this channel. Maybe one day, let me not say never. Never say never, like James Bond says. Okay, you know, I don't know, man. Definitely there's something to say about the 2%. It helps you to make better latte art. I mean, you know, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. Yeah, definitely it's smoother, it's nicer. I have to admit, okay, I have to admit it. I gotta stop lying to myself. 2% works better. You know, for my regular drinking in the morning, I use skim milk. And whether I'm dieting or not, it doesn't matter. It's just calories that I don't need. So I use skim milk, and I put a little bit of instant coffee, or I make coffee in my mocha pot. I've talked about that before. I don't want to crank up the espresso machine and clean everything at the end and the whole thing on the mornings when I have to rush to work. So I do pour-overs every single morning. So I have my little bit, that's my breakfast. Okay, a little bit of milk, little bit of instant coffee, or coffee from the mocha pot, that's my breakfast. And then I make pour-over, and I sit and enjoy that, and you know, it's just wonderful. That's my routine. That's what I always do. So yeah, a little bit of instant coffee in milk, and that's been my breakfast like my whole entire life. All right, let me have a little bit more of this. Yeah, that's pretty wonderful. Anyway. Making latte art on this lino cup is just as easy as on anything else. I mean, the ones that you see me use, that I always used before from Groove, I would not say that it's easier. I would not say. You would think that because of the shape or whatnot. Let me show it to you guys. I mean these. When you make the drink on those cups, yeah, it looks beautiful. It does. Let's be honest. It looks beautiful. But as far as I thought the shape would be like a game changer, it's not at all. As a matter of fact, sometimes I struggle because I don't know. You guys know latte art is not an easy thing. Not an easy thing. But you know, check out notNeutral, guys. notNeutral. The lineup is, it's pretty nice. They have a lot of different colors. It works for your latte art just as well as anything else, and for sure, okay? And yeah, my cortado glass, I gotta say, I'm in love with that. This one here, you guys are gonna see much more of that, that cup here on the channel. And I gotta say, the cortado, man, I'm so into it now. Like, wow, for a while I was hardly not making milk drinks. We were just drinking the straight espresso. Lately, I've been tasting the espresso every time, so I can tell you you can't really assess the espresso like this. Yes, you still know if it's something good and stuff like that, but like really to assess the espresso itself, you gotta taste the espresso, So yeah, but mixing it with milk now, man, I've really been enjoying the cortados. So lots more cortados coming up here on the channel. Anyway, I've been chit-chatting and recording now for quite a long time here. All these little cinematic stuff that I gotta put together. This is already gonna be a long enough video. I had to pull 2 shots, okay? So I wasn't expecting that. If you guys have any idea as to what we saw happen on the first shot, let me know. I don't know, maybe the bag flushing. Please don't bombard me with, we're unsubscribing because you don't bag flush. I'm triggered. I could see Ollie for sure. Ollie for sure, he's gonna leave me out. Oh, I'm totally triggered. Oh man. Anyway, I enjoyed spending the time here with you guys as I always do. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. I wish on some of these brew sessions, 1 or 2 of you guys would be here with me so we could, right now we'd be talking about, oh man, I wonder what happened there, and you guys be giving me your ideas as to what could have gone wrong. Anyway, I'm happy with the latte art. It was a couple of great shots. The first one was just as good as the second one. I can't say the second one was any better. Neither one of the 2 was as good as the first time. And I don't know, it just brewed fast. But I think all the 3 shots that I've done with this coffee, I tamped the same way. So I don't think the tamping had anything to do with anything. And you saw it build pressure. I think I have to tweak my grind size. And again, that's normal. From as the coffee ages, you're gonna have to tweak your grind size. And for some reason, to me, it seems like I always have to go finer and finer through the days. So, all right, maybe we'll revisit. This coffee from Big Face, I gotta say, man, it's a game changer. It's not a game changer, I'm exaggerating, but it's pretty wonderful. I can't get it in frame. Let me see. There we go. That's a nice shot. So yeah, I gotta say it's a good coffee for espresso, especially. Now I want to order again and try again the one that I had at the shop, which they made me a pour over, and that was pretty wonderful. I gotta say, I gotta brew it myself and see what I can get out of it, but I definitely, as pour over, I liked it more than this one. But this makes a great espresso. All right, anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you for spending the time with me. I keep chit-chatting here, but thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate you guys a whole bunch. My little coffee family here on YouTube. Please remember to give the video a like, drop in to say hello. I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you for keeping me encouraged after 3 years of making these brews, filming these brew sessions with you guys. I only do it because of the engagement. If you guys were not leaving me comments, and I see where you guys keep coming back week after week, and I'm getting to know some of you guys, that's why I do this whole thing. So remember to drop me a comment below. Give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, help me out, subscribe. We're getting really close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and then we'll figure out what happens with the lives, okay? So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next Sunday.